How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl here in the arena today. We will keep this. We are a Nissa Voice of Zendikar deck. She is a very old planeswalker who is kind of fun to play with, honestly. And part of that is because she makes a token to defend herself. She pumps your team, and combine those two things together, and she has an ability that draws you cards and gains your life. Right, so there's a lot of aspects of a game of Magic that she provides that you would want in a particular match, right? And trying to amp me opponent, never gonna happen. This card, man, it's a cool card. I just wish it was better. It's kind of bad. Kool-Aid Man, 2 damage to any target. Rude. Let's go make some tokens. So I even have the bad token doubler in here. Primal Vigor. Bad in that it helps your opponent. Oh my god, that's just better than what we're gonna do. Yikes. I have not run into the Scoot Swarm matchup yet, but it might be curtains. Although I'm glad we didn't run into like a hyper aggro deck that would immediately outclass us. That is nice. About to say, in the testing for this deck, she got some wild matchups. But she did okay, so I thought maybe all was right with the world. We make it the tokens. And that's our job. Kind of a bad lineup for last March, but yeah, can't really change that, can we? Manolith or Cryptolith, right? Not Manolith. Manolith is a completely different card. There is a lith in it though. Similar, I suppose. If not in Execution in Spirit. Squirrel? Squirrel. Pass opponent. You know, in the prime time. Yay. I don't know how we're gonna beat that. Honestly. Feels like it might be too much for us. So 6/7, 7 mana next turn. Not quite enough for this. Not quite enough for this. It's gonna be an instant replay of last turn where we played a land, made 2 tokens, activated our planeswalker, made 2 tokens. Not sacrificing my giant. Okay. Make some tokens. I mean, he's kind of big, I guess. If we're not gonna get our value, having a kind of big creature is fine. Oh, well. I think we're just outvalued. We get 2 triggers a turn, or 4 triggers a turn to our opponent's 8. The math does not add up. Yeah, that's GG. Well, rough start, but we can recover. I'm sure of it. Like I said last video, I think that some of these Pioneer Masters commanders have not quite settled yet. Eventually, the algorithm will give them a little bit better of a matching pair. One of the weird things about building Brawl decks in Arena versus building like real decks for like Commander or other 60 card formats, right? No, Commander's not 60 card, but other formats that use a 60 card format. And that's that in the Brawl sphere on Arena, right? There is an algorithm that totals up the overall power of your deck and then tries to match you against a deck of similar power. And part of the result of this is that when you edit your deck, when you add and subtract cards from it, based off of your experiences playing with it, it doesn't always work in your favor, which is an unfortunate downside. Because, how best to explain it? The, what it essentially comes down to is that if you add more powerful cards to make your deck feel more competitive, the end result is that you're actually adding to your deck's weighted score. So when it actually goes into matches again, it'll be up against decks that are stronger than you had previously played against because the actual number behind your deck has changed. Go 0-1, send a message. I don't even know if we can out token Pakal, honestly. He's very powerful. Get down our Sporemound. Add a couple of counters to everything. Now if she attacks in, my Sporemound can, in theory, block, but in practice, it's one blocker, right? It's not going to be strong enough to actually do the thing. Maybe our plan was more risky than it should have been. I don't know. I only play Brawl 5 days out of the week. Yeah. I kind of expected that. Yikes. I mean, that is just kind of bad for us. Johnny.
Right beside me, brother.
We gotta make sure that old Krenko does not continue to exist. Might be a pump spell. Odder things have happened. Yikes, a new Dawn with 8 counters? That is slightly better for Phyrexian Arena for a good bit. Treasure? We can't defend Nissa at this point, but we can get the counters so that attacking is harder. Yikes. Yeah, there's no way we're winning that. No way. Oddly enough, this is the most token decks I've seen in a single video. Right? Because our first matchup with Nissa token deck and our second matchup with Nissa deck, maybe tokens has their own little place in the queue pecking order that I just hadn't realized. I've played a good bit of tokens. But I guess like the first one doesn't really count because it was more elementals. Elementals with a Scoot Swarm for good measure. Alright, on to game 3. We need redemption. Otherwise, I've once again proven that I don't know much about Brawl. Because I expected the Kolaghan deck yesterday to flop and this one to do okay. And this one is flopping and the Kolaghan deck did fine. Okay, so right. Lazav, wearer of faces, not Lazav of many faces. I honestly think we just try to ramp this one out. Because against the mono blue or blue black Demir, it feels like if we can just overpower them with a board before they can start doing their silly shenanigans, that'll be our best choice. Our quickest path to not die. So what I'm hoping for this turn is a land. Didn't have it. But we'll throw down some threats just to keep the pressure going. Assuming that one of these guys survives till my next turn. Do damage. What are we discarding? Persist. Yikes. Bill. Get done this. No attack. Not yet. I needed those lands. Is this a mill deck? I haven't seen what is the blue black god called? He's on arena now. I do want to see him again. Oh, this might get us another land. It did not. Got our opponent a whale. A zombie whale. That is also a cloud. Yikes. Okay. Good place to start. Lily's going up a bit. We beat both our team, we might be okay. No attack. I mean, our Nissa's gonna die. But next turn we can bill. Bill to double during combat. Gatewatch. Been a while since we've heard that. My audio did not pick up Arena very well. Yikes. Green? Swinging like this. Aetherized victim. Can't believe it. There go all my counters. Yeah, we are essentially dead, I think. Yuck. Yuck. I mean, fair play. That's the first time it's gotten me since it's been on Arena. Oh my lord. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, really like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.